How we lie.
What's good, people? It's Thursday, Hotep Thursday. Back at it again. I am Uncle Hotep. He is Hotep Jesus. You know, the best podcast on the face of the earth, on the planet, in the universe, in the galaxy. How, Hotep Jesus, what's going on, man?
Life is good. Did Alex Jones? I was on Alex Jones today. InfoWars. Great stream with him. Um, and he said he doesn't mind flying us down to do a special. Hotep's been told you, Uncle Hotep Jesus in studio 2 hour special. Maybe shoot some extra content as well. Some nice little viral content, some clips, some vlogs, some vlog footage. So people got ideas and stuff like that, you want us to see us do. Somebody mentioned, Mukhtar mentioned us going to a gun range down there. I thought that was a great idea. Getting that on film, you know. One of my followers said if I come down, he gonna throw a cookout in our name. I said, oh shit, we invited to a white cookout. That's, that's a little bit of a role reversal for you. You know what I'm saying? So it's love, man. What's up with you, man? You ain't where you at right now, yo?
Hold on, man. I gotta make sure the sound is right, man. You came in sounding like R2D2, but I guess it's all right. All right, are we
It's
good? I think.
it,
Um,
it's probably thank you.
you
Can
still
you hear
going?
me?
Yeah, I got you. I got you now. Listen, storm came. I'm in the hotel room. You know, I'm not in the usual, the dungeon. You know, lost power at the crib. Man, I talked to the white man down the street. He said they ain't fixing it till Sunday. I'm all jacked up, man. Not only on top of a goddamn quarantine. End of the quarantine, they's about to let us out. White man said, "Oh no, let me cut the power out." It was a bad storm. You know, all the trees are falling out, power lines everywhere. But I don't know. They're taking their sweet old time getting it fixed. So looks like I'm gonna be in transit for a couple of days, man. But it is what it is, I guess. But yeah, man,
you
that Infowars thing, man. Like, people hit me up crazy talking about, oh, Hotep and Infowars. I'm like, this shit's news to me, man. I'm like, what's going on?
yeah, that was some spur of the moment type shit. You know, Alex said he wanted me to come on for a 2 hour special. So I thought, what better way than to bring Uncle Hotep out live in the studio to Texas, meet Alex Jones, and man himself. Now let's shoot some dope content, man. Let's make something. Let's make history. That's what I'm
Yeah,
all
yeah,
about.
yeah. I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. I definitely feel you. You know, let's make a mashup, a mashup everybody can remember. You know what I'm saying? I think that'll
Yeah.
work out. Um, Hold on, let's read this super chat before we get into it. Victor Life, let's effing get it. Ya tu sabes. I'm nailing the Spanish, man. I'm nailing the Spanish. Thank you for the donation, man. You're very generous. Uh, Chad, a Hotep National Emergency Hotel's been told y'all. Come on, Chad. Somebody said, am I in Coachville? Pam S. Been waiting all week for your wisdom ideas. Thank you, Pam S. P from around the way. Unc, you got looted. Here's something to put in the windows back. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Listen, I told y'all see it. Y'all see it, right? Y'all see it. You know what I mean? Emergencies coming and going. Hey, man, I'm still here to give y'all the content that y'all need. Steph Colonel, Hoteps plus Infowars equals Hotep Bang. Told you. Oh man, I don't know. I didn't think of that, man. But, I mean, I think they gonna let their foot off Alex's neck sooner or later. You know, yeah, for a while they had the hammer on him, man. Um, I guess what do you want to get into this week, man? I mean, the big thing is, the riots. You want to talk about the riots, man? The riots got a 50 million stories coming off of, man. It's like I don't
Yeah,
know where to start, man.
it's 100 stories off the riot. Let's talk about stuff before, and then just like talk about the riots the rest, right? Like let's cover the knock news. Let's do knock news. Like Trina, right? Like let's just get that story out the way. Can you hear me? Oh, he got that hotel Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it's like the sound that keeps coming in and out and shit like that. But it looks
Yeah,
like
you
everybody
got
in the chat can hear you fine, so I don't know what's going on. It's just me on my end.
yeah.
So where did you want to start?
Let's start with knock news with Trina and the gay dude.
I don't even know what happened with that. I thought Trina was arguing with who's the girl, Kia or something. Kia was it Kia coming at Trina's neck? And then
I don't know.
black
They
people
try to
cancel so many people during these riots. I can't even keep track of them.
yeah, black people cancel Trina because she said something about she ain't afraid of the cop because she got her driver's license and paperwork all that. That's, that's it. I didn't look too much into it, but they canceling OGs out here. You know what I mean? Classic hip hop artists. It's like the white man killers, and the only person that get canceled is us.
That's what I said, man. Like all this, this riots and stuff. Like all I hear is, "Oh, we're canceling LL Cool J. We're canceling Trina. We're canceling Virgil. We're canceling." They wanted to cancel Kanye. Kanye hit him with the okey doke, hit the Hail Mary at the end, 2 million, bang. You know what I'm saying? And now everybody like, oh, everybody jump back on the nigga Kanye. Oh, Kanye. And everybody like, now like somebody said Ebro called Kanye out at first, right? He was like, why is it Kanye saying nothing? Then Kanye did what he did, dropped that 2 million out there, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Then Ebro gonna like, oh he took. I'm taking credit for it. I forced him to do that. Then Ebro was like, oh, it's just a publicity stuff. That's your man.
Nah, Ebro's redacted. We ain't accepting that over here, yo. That's not my man. Fuck that. He's such a shell, yo. I saw when he put that comment out, and because I think Kanye was just waiting, like, don't drop the press release until these niggas start talking shit.
Right? Yeah, he's smart. He's smart with that.
He trolled their asses, hit them with the 2 mil. He paying for niggas' babies to go to college.
Right?
My man
He set up a
Kanye.
trust fund and everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
But what about his boy Virgil, man? What they canceled Virgil. I guess he just donated $50, and Virgil. I think isn't he like brand manager or like Louis Vuitton, like a director? Is it Louis Vuitton he worked for?
Yeah, he's like a creative director or some shit or something. Yeah, he's head of Nog research. He's head of Nog outreach. He's their pulse to the streets.
But still, everybody expected Virgil to have a little bit of money and stuff like that. But I remember he was the guy, the Shines wanted to give credit to when they didn't want to give credit to Kanye. It was like, oh, that was Virgil did all that stuff. I mean, you got to give credit to Virgil. That's what people were saying. Then this comes around, he just only donates $50 and like he shoots the link out and shit like that. They kill him. Like nobody count other people's money better than the African American, the Akata Deshaun, man. They steady counting people's pockets, man. If he wanted to donate $50, that's what it is, man. But like,
But they counting him now. Now It's not keeping 100 no more. It's keeping two Virgils. So $50 from now on is referred to as a Virgil, named after Virgil Abloh, donating $50 to the movement. You don't think that's cheap as fuck though?
Man, that's
That nigga donated $50, yo. What the fuck we gonna do with $50, yo? Somebody said
what happened with your man LL Cool J, man?
he said something about like mixed race people. I don't know. He said something about mixed race people. Did you see it?
Yeah, I said.
I don't know what that man
Didn't he
said.
say how?
Oh snap! Unc's days in Wi-Fi just took him out. Here he coming back. Yo, you gotta tell wifey go down to the front desk, tell him give your Wi-Fi a tune up. Sometimes they give you that Section 8 Wi-Fi. You know what I'm saying?
I got this thing is struggling over here, man.
You gotta tell wifey go to the front desk and tell them to boost your Wi-Fi signal. You might have to pay a little extra, little $5 extra, but they could boost your signal. Otherwise, they're gonna give you public Wi-Fi. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
let me try that, man.
Yeah, call the front desk and ask them for some better Wi-Fi.
All right, hold on.
You know what I'm saying? Tell them niggas. I'm gonna read these super chats while I wait for Unc to call front desk. Yeah, chat funny. Where we at? Jalen 199 super chat said Hotep die. Appreciate you, homie. Hotep die. So true. That's so real right now. Chad said got to get an Ethernet cable. Miguel Edwards $10 super chat. He said feeling a jersey. Man, fuck Uncle Hotep jersey. Talking shit while he ain't here. Fuck that NBA. Nog Basketball Association. Chelsea Swag 199 super chat. Appreciate you. She said Alex Jones posted vid of Floyd dropping fentanyl. Did he? Somebody said I'm lagging too. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Steph Colonel. He said if people started taking canceling as a declaration of war, cancel culture would get canceled. Mm. Oh wait, now they saying audio jacked up. I want to. Am I back now? How am I doing now? How am I looking? Oh, I'm back.
Yo, you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I paid for the extra draw.
Oh yeah, you paid for the extra joint, right?
Yeah, you sound better.
Yeah. See, you was being cheap. you you try to get away using that Nog Wi-Fi, nigga.
Are
Nah,
we
get,
live or are you gonna bring back in?
oh, we live.
Oh wow, Jay, get out the way.
Now tell Jay she get to be in this episode.
Hold on, let me catch up with the. Where we at?
Somebody, Chelsea Swag said Alex Jones posted a vid of Floyd dropping fentanyl. Steph Colonel $5 super chat. If people started taking canceling as a declaration of war, cancel culture will get canceled. Heather Sons, first time listening live, standing. What up, Heather? Bobby, $50 super chat. I don't know who Bobby is, but goddamn, he dropped this a Virgil. Appreciate you. No new normal, $2 super chat. He said Uncle Hotep living in a struggle mansion. Sketch therapy, last one he said, keep up the good work. Shout out to Uncle Hotep.
So
Yeah, we
back to
back.
it. LL. They went even out a legend. This is the man said he was the GOAT. He actually I gotta give LL the credit for coining the word GOAT. I mean, he was the first one to come back with that. You know what I'm saying? And people went out his head. He was out there. He wanted to give some credit to the light skin, and how they felt, and people just went on it. And then he didn't he say he didn't back down either. He said I said what I said.
He said, I said what I said, motherfuckers. If y'all want to try me, mama said knock you out. Y'all better stop playing with Uncle L.
But why is it? But this just speaks to the bigger thing. Why is it like now in this? We had unrest for what 3 or 4 days straight. Why? And people were picking sides, and if you didn't say a certain thing, you get branded coon. I never seen the word coon so much in my entire life, man. They branded so many people coon. You couldn't even keep count. I'm like, come on, man. Not everybody's a coon because they don't want people out here looting and carrying on. But why is it like if y'all supposed to have this beef with the cops? The main casualties in it is other black folks.
She said, nah, nigga, I'm about to get this camera time.
Why are you doing that, Daddy?
You ain't about to stop my shine. You said, she said she about to get her own channel. She ready.
She says she wants to do her own YouTube channel, but then like talk about it. Jay, stop.
See? See? She ready. She ready.
Stop.
What?
Stop.
She don't care.
All right, I'm not gonna talk about you. Goodbye.
She don't care. That's women. That's women for you. She was tearing your ass up. But yeah, yo, I don't know. There was a lot of cooning happening. It was a lot, but not everybody was a coon. I know white people was getting canceled. If you wasn't posting that Saturn's black box, you was getting canceled. I know that. White folks was checking other white folks. They was like, you're not posting a black box. I seen some white folks, they ran down on some white folks because they was wiping graffiti off the wall. The graffiti said BLM. She's like, how dare you come over here clean off that building? She's like, well, it's graffiti. She's like, oh, you should be ashamed of yourself. So white people was canceling white people over this. So white people was calling other white people coons and shit. Shit was crazy, man. This was every year it just gets a little bit worse. Every election it gets a little bit worse. This shit was funny.
Yeah, there was so many black boxes I almost went in. I was like, man, I'm like, I might post a black box. I don't want to stand out too much. People start looking. I seen that what you're talking about. People was looking like, you better post that black box. You better post that black box, Karen. Why didn't you post it yet, Karen? I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a black box. Nobody care about this. It does nothing. It's this social justice activism. Instead of people actually doing something, hey, it's easy. Post a black box. What they do for France that one year? They did something for France. Everybody turning their Abadors France colors.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, I don't know. It's worthless, man. But to be honest, I don't know. I think some of these people's hearts were in the right place. You know what I'm saying? But how does I don't know, man. This is like to me. It almost. I was talking to my mom about this today. I was like, man, this is this is almost a shame, man. It's almost like they like, oh, you Negroes is worth. I mean, not worth it. Are helpless. It seemed like they make you. Oh my good Negro. I know it's hard. It's hard for you. I mean, you've had a hard life. All the struggles. So they gonna pat you in the head. We gonna make it through. We're gonna make it. You need our help. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
overboard. I just think it's a little bit overboard. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. And then people are eating it up. It's like, it's grift season. Nobody cared about anything about black men until, one of them died. Now it's hard being a black man. It's like y'all was just calling us trash a month ago. They put one in the earth, and no, now it's back to it.
Now all of a
Black.
sudden they pro black. Now all of a sudden the Dr. Umar is right. We saw the resurgence of Dr. Umar. Somebody said, he's sounding quite accurate. And somebody was like, yeah, he always been sounding accurate. There's something wrong with you, Shines. That was the problem. Everybody is now all of a sudden the Hotep became real popular during these times. People talking about, oh, we need to rebuild Black Wall Street. Oh, word. He's talking about the same mission Doe Dude's been trying to do for the past 12 years. Same mission Hotep's been working on. The same thing we told you we should have been doing. Y'all gotta wait till somebody die or till the white man kick your ass till you want to do something and be pro-black. Find your pro-blackness in a protest.
Hold on, we gotta get back to Dr. Umar. Melinda Sis, thanks for donation. Trump just turned the weather machine on DC protesters, lightning and all. They're getting drenched. Damn, turn the weather machine on. Cloud Star, Uncle spending that money to make that money. Peep the Cloud Star with the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Lux Event in London. Uh, I've matched Virgil's donation. Keep speaking truth and logic. Thank you. Um, Victor Olife 33. Numbers have power, and I'm glad the starting. I'm glad the starting right YTS. What's that? I'm glad the starting right.
Whites.
Starting right. Oh my gosh.
The whites.
Man. Dr. Umar.
Yeah.
Now listen. Just a couple months ago, somebody made a documentary trying to cancel Dr. Umar. They did clips of all his videos, all the stuff, out of context stuff, trying to make him look bad. They would share that video all over the place. This was just a couple months ago. Now, the time of racial unrest in these challenging times. I take a look at the timeline. When before they was killing Dr. Umar. Now, I'm seeing a lot of, Dr. Umar's right about some things. I kind of like Dr. Umar. I'm like, he's the same guy y'all was slandering about. Oh, he didn't build a school yet. Now it's like, oh man, he's speaking that real. Dr. Umar speaking that real. I'm like, y'all were just killing this man, and y'all wanted to cancel him. just not a month ago.
Uh huh.
Yo, one thing he did say that a lot of these shines caught on. He was like, these black hip hop artists and these musicians aren't politically, you know, adept. They don't have political intelligence, and some of the ones that do, they don't want to really speak out. And he's saying they're being the man is using them to mislead all. And I'm like, I was like, any Hotep has said this years ago, you know what I mean? But now they're starting to catch on them because they didn't like, Killer Mike came out and said, "Oh, don't do nothing to Atlanta." He called Atlanta Wakanda. I gotta
No, no,
give
that
it
was
to that.
Ti. Ti called it Wakanda.
Oh, Ti. Oh, my fault.
Ti
Ti
called it Wakanda.
called my bad, Killer Mike. Ti called Atlanta Wakanda. And that's a whole thing in itself. But they noticed that some of these rappers and musicians they wasn't standing tall with them. Now it's like, oh, we love Dr. Umar. I can't even believe that the one the 180 that has turned on. This guy got more lies than anything. But hey, it just shows you keep plugging away, they're gonna come right back to you if you keep it real.
Yep. Stay consistent. I talk about it in my Saturday class. Every Saturday we got the class briansharp.co/summit. And I talk about it every time. Be consistent. A lot of this shit about consistency, man. Fuck what people got to say. And people got short term memories too.
Yeah,
You know? But yeah, man. Um Hotep is back popular, back popping. I seen a lot of people saying they owe Hotep's apologies. Y'all can keep y'all apologies. I tell you that right now. Y'all can keep y'all apologies. We want to see some action in these streets. We want to see y'all taking real action. It was funny this week. We heard from black people. Um, a lot of celebrities when they went to go make their statements, they would say, I know, we're going through trying times right now, and we're in tough times right now, and the black nation is trying times right now." And I'm like, man, y'all wouldn't be having trying times if y'all got off your goddamn phones,
right.
turned off the goddamn TV. You wouldn't even know how this shit was going on. You wouldn't care. You wouldn't care. Somebody asked yesterday during the show, Wendy, how do we help heal ourselves mentally, during these times? And my answer was, man, turn your goddamn phone off and go do some yoga, man. Go get a hobby, man. Stop tuning in to the fucking circus. The riots aren't as big as everybody makes it seem. You know, the riots, they're big. I'm not gonna say George Soros didn't do a good job deploying his goons. We know he rolled deep. We know the shines rolled deep in the looting in New York. But I think people are taking this thing a little too serious. I don't think people got the stamina to carry on these protests for too long. Basketball season gonna come back. That's gonna take the wind out of some of these shines. You know what I mean? It's gonna be like, oh, it's time to protest. It'll be like, nah, it's time to watch Brown dunk on somebody. That's gonna take precedence over a black life any day of the week. You know, um, football gonna come back
Yeah.
as soon as preseason hit. Sean's gonna shut the fuck up. They're gonna be looking for them knees. Maybe Drew Brees will take over. But I really don't see these riots carrying on for too much longer. I think what we're seeing most of us is fake news.
Yeah, I think it died down a little bit. Out here in Philly, they made a big stink. So, some white boys from Fishtown, they came out with some baseball bats. They was like, "Oh, come on, man!" I mean, they was ready to rumble. In New York, yeah, I mean, the Dominicans, it was a big thing. The Dominicans hated all this black life. What black? What? You say Dominican, you say black. Like,
I know black mine. I know black mine.
yo, so that was kind of that that kind of took the sales out, I think, of some stuff, But some people were just taking advantage. You have protesters, and you have, the people behind them that are gonna, oh hey, while the cops are all, watching these protests, let's go loot and stuff like that. I mean, the game's the game. That's just how it goes. But the grifting on everybody's side, it's just like I don't know. It's time to
Grifting.
end. Like you're right. Basketball, I think they announced their when they're going to come back for their season, and I think the when they're going to do the playoffs. So you got to give the milk and give the bread and circus. You got to give them the circus. Once these sports start getting back in the flow, that's all she wrote, man. It's just this stuff's going to come to an end. The
Hmm.
sooner the better. But I think this time it drew some lines in the sand and shit like that. People aren't going to remember, like the Drew Brees thing. Drew Brees, like I ain't supporting nobody that's disrespect the American flag. Like, okay, Drew, what the fuck, I don't know if he should have said that, man. Especially him still playing. That might be the dumb move for Drew, But a lot, a
Yeah,
lot,
yeah,
of, a
yeah.
lot of NFL players were mad about that.
Yeah, first of all, I just want to say I stand by Drew Brees and his right to speak his mind. That was some stupid ass shit he did. Goddamn well these Shans care about that knee. Now you're gonna take a few more sacks this year than you should have. Your receivers gonna be dropping a few more balls than they should. You know, things are gonna be a little bit different in that locker room. I know he came out and apologized, like the punk he is. He was so my granddaddy's was in World War II till that white liberal pressure came down the pike and he folded under pressure. What happened to all that World War II my granddaddy talk when the mob came? You didn't stand 10 toes down, Drew Brees. You should have. I'd have had way more respect if Drew Brees would have said, I said what I said. But I think it just comes to show you how detached some of these celebrities are. I would have, his PR team probably should have had him prepared for that question. He got set up with that question. So how do you feel about all this kneeling? I'll never accept disrespecting the flag. Now, personally, I didn't take offense to anything Drew Brees said. I
Right.
think, like I don't give a fuck about the knee or the flag. So, you know, I don't care. I don't care about either one of these punks. I don't care about Drew Brees or Colin Kaepernick or Black Lives Matter or that goddamn flag. Fuck all of y'all. That's the way I feel. It's Hotep or die. All of y'all are stupid. But to cancel him over this, I need a black liberal to tell me, to explain to me why he's canceled. I don't understand it. Like I know that you're not allowed to say that kneeling is disrespecting the flag if you're a lefty. I know that's like hate speech or some shit like that. I need
Right.
somebody to explain to me why. I know they're trying to say, oh, it's deflecting from what Colin Kaepernick, da da da. And I'm like, yo, two opinions can exist at the same time, y'all know? Like somebody could not like you kneeling and you could still kneel. You don't need that motherfucker to accept your kneeling in order for you to kneel. Just take your knee, motherfucker, and keep it moving, you know? But these new blacks always need the white man's approval before they do anything.
One quick thing I was thinking about this, like, there's a lot of people saying, like, if they killed a dog, they would be more upset about it. Like it's almost like black folks like, please, white man, treat me like your dog. Treat me, you love your dog more than me, white man. I'm like, oh my god, like, why are we having this conversation? Why does it matter what they feel about you? You know what I'm saying? What matters is what you should feel about yourself. To be honest, you know. Like there's going to be Drew Breeses. You know what I mean? There's going to be uh, Ed Bosa, whatever the 49er guy. There's going to be guys that just like there's guys on our side like Tariqs and shit like that. Well, Trina might be faking, but there's always gonna be different sides that don't like each other and shit like that. That's okay. You know what I mean? Just y'all do your thing and do our thing. You know what I mean? Everything should work like that. But for them to want them, I don't know. It's like you say. It's deeper than just they want the man to love them. I guess I don't know.
Man, from the first time they laid eyes on that white man, goddamn Sean fell in love. First time he the first time he came to the shores. I mean, even the history books say he came to the shores and we greeted him with beads and jewelry and shit. They saw that white face and they loved it. We ain't changed ever since. White man been putting his foot in our ass ever since he landed on the shores of Jamaica. And we've been begging for love ever since.
Black Mountain Hotep, thanks for a donation. I've been at the Denver protests and no one is talking about the real issues with black people. Talking about for profit prison for or real systematic racism. Locking up cop isn't and never was enough. Black Mountain Hotep, thank you. Lipster Davis, stop burning Target, burn the probation department down. Shout out Lipster Davis, thank you for the donation. Um, hold on.
Brandon
Damn.
Kuza,
Uh,
they coming
damn.
in fast.
Oh yeah, Brandon Cooser. I think the Bricks and Soros clan was set up for when the Rona caused civil unrest, but the three black deaths sped up the timeline. Come on, they're protesting in cities that ain't never had no issues.
Yo, can I hop in real fast? I just
But
found out that I went to high school in the suburbs and shit, nice lily white town. And them shines in my town talk about they want to march. they, they talk about marching from our high school to like some little park in our town. I'm like, nigga, we lived in a white town. You don't take y'all niggas had it good in our town. That will feel like y'all was part of some shit. Y'all wasn't pro black when we was in school.
yeah, that was the same way out here. KOP, King of Pressure area. I don't know. You've been out there. That's a affluent neighborhood. I mean, you got Norristown that's like kind of has some issues and stuff like that, but these shines want to protest in King of Prussia, not protest in Norristown. So they trying to get in the mall and they locked up. They locked up like 9 people. They try to riot out. They try to protest outside and shut 202 down. While they shut 202 down, here come the shines trying to run in the mall. That shit ain't work.
They got him.
Yeah, they got him, man. They ain't get nothing, man. Um, Matthew Hunter, thank you for the donation. Since we're defunding cops, does this now mean we're shutting down local lawmakers and getting some tax relief?
Mm.
Maybe is that the word, man? They're trying to defund the cops and stuff like that. I heard that people were talking about that.
Yeah, we got to talk about that. Defunding the cops. Yeah, it's a big topic.
MJ Alton, Joe McCarthy wasn't wrong. Thanks for a donation. Super Show on 95. We need to stay on top of it in regards to police brutality, but somebody come get your girl, Candace Owens. I'm getting tired of her always doing that tap dancing. Her and Tatum, Kanye all the way. They tired of tap dancing, man. Steph Colonel, Hoteps been told you that Nog is the guard dog to white supremacy.
Real
Lord.
talk.
Brandon Kusa, that black cop here in Baltimore was a hero. Can you imagine what would have happened if that white cat with a knot that lady out? Yeah, what was that? There was a cop. The cop that died. He was like 70 some years old. Man, they shot him. Um, I
Dorn?
want to Dorn. Yeah, I want to
Yeah.
apologize. 'Cause I did. I think I did retweet that. I didn't mean to do that. Um, when he was laying there,
Mm.
that was sad. You know,
That's probably one of the saddest clips I've seen all year.
yeah. But I kind of want to be fair. You know what I mean? But, you know, because sometimes if you want to talk about issues in the community, people will say, "Oh, you don't bring it up until we talk about when the white man do it." You know what I'm saying? So I try to be consistent. Like, we're missing these stories here. You know what I'm saying? That happen every day. Besides the Floyd, the Ahmad, You know, I mean, there's tons of kids. You know, what I mean, like there's 2 3 months ago, a kid, I think he was 13, Chester. You know, they say he was a good athlete and everything. He was on his way. You know, he went outside. Dad gave him $10 to go outside. He was going to play ball. He didn't come back in. Got shot in the chest. Drive by. They never caught the guys yet. You know what I mean? There's just a 13-year-old kid that lost his life. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I understand this, about the police thing, and, that does need to be corrected. But, there are other issues that we have to rectify. Um, Sketch therapy. Victimless crime gives the police too much power and waking up too many prison slaves. Police should only intervene for theft and violence. And that, they do lock up people for no goddamn reason, man. Just to, I mean, you got to take out, like, one my thing about police is they shouldn't be funding these townships. Like, they shouldn't be like, hey, we got to set some speed traps so we can fucking fill the county's coffers every goddamn month. That shit should be illegal. Um, Andrew G. MAGA 2020. Thank you, Andrew G. Nick Anon. YouTube won't let me send my message. Too controversial. Nick Anon, what did you try to say? Do not get us banned, Nick Anon, please.
Real.
Staff Colonel, they had a protest at Summit, New Jersey earlier this week. The average price for a home in Summit is $900K. See, they try to be slick, man. They try to be slick. They go, hey man, they got some stores over in Summit.
Let's set up
Let's
some
protest
cover.
out here.
Yeah.
The last chicken nugget. I work for a app company. The only black woman there. These white people were so hyped to put all the kinds of brown emojis and hashtags in the app. I told my boss that the white savior stuff is cringe, and they scrapped it.
Congratulations. I'm glad you did that. Thank you. Thank you. I had to stop a bunch of white people back in my day too. They were like, "Should we do something for Black History Month?" I'm like, please don't. No, I'm just leaving it alone. We're gonna catch another holiday to capitalize off of. Leave it alone. Oh man, white liberals are funny.
Yeah, man. I see this, like, I'm seeing all these white folks. Oh, we got to do something for them. I'm like, oh my god, they're making it seem like I'm like I knew I had it hard, but it wasn't. I'm like, I'm starting second guessing myself. Like, damn, man, it was really that bad for me, man. Like, I'm like, oh, I was just like, oh man, it's like, I'm
Yo,
like,
this it's fear. I think a lot of people legitimately are participating in this because of their fear, the fear of being canceled, the fear of,
right.
your boss comes in and your company comes under fire on social media, and it's because the marketing manager never got with the PR team to issue a statement, right? Like I've been in these meetings in these rooms, and when they have these decisions, and I can totally picture them being pressured into saying, we have to say something. We can't just be silent. Silent is complicity, and then typing up their brown emojis and shit like that.
Yeah, I'm like 2 seconds away from like typing like, yo, I've been black in America. It was bad, but it wasn't as bad as y'all saying it. I so want to do it. I mean, I had different struggles, you know what I mean? But some of that wasn't, just because I was black, you know what I'm saying? There was other circumstances involved, like family life and stuff like that. But, it's like, I don't know. If they feel like they're doing a good thing, I guess, but at the end of the day, black people have to fix black people. Nobody else, all this pity pat, you know what I mean? Like, oh, we're going to help you. That ain't going to work. At the end of the day, it ain't going to work. You have to fix yourself, black man and woman. You have to fix yourself. That's the only way it's going to work.
Yeah. I mean, white people can donate money, like that's all we really need. Like you can send us some checks. You
Yeah.
got some white guilt. Just don't send that shit to Black Lives Matter because that's like killing us.
Didn't they say like Black Lives Matter had like made like 500K in a day or some crazy shit like that? Wow, Soros is just rearming his bank and his soldiers. He got more soldiers coming. They got to get Trump out of here. Voxman77. Almost can't believe that everyone mad at the Floyd murder is going to vote for Biden and as much of a cop as Kamala and spend his entire career passing laws to lock up minorities. I mean, JFC.
Hmm.
Um, Hold on. I think it's reaction. Yeah,
Yeah,
reaction
PR.
PR. The black families, thanks for a donation. The black family survived slavery and Jim Crow, but it has disintegrated in the wake of the liberals' expansion of the welfare state. Mr. Thomas So.
Mm.
Chad Lamone, what's wrong with being treated like you're handicapped? Patriot J, what up, Patriot J? Well, that's my man, Patriot J. Go follow him on Twitter. I think he's trying to get to 13,000 or something like that. What's the best way to reach out to black lives and get them to understand that BLM org doesn't have our best interests? Getting lots of flack lately.
Man, fuck them black liberals. Don't even give them niggas the time of day. They need to give us the time of day. They the ones that fucking control all the channels of communication. We don't need to get through to them. Fuck them. They know what the deal is. They know they on the wrong side of history. They're just fucking ignorant. That's what their problem is. But don't tell them shit. Let them stay ignorant. Let them destroy the black community because they're gonna do it anyway.
Sketch Therapy, thanks for a donation. I tell the white folks to donate to Black Guns Matter. There you go. Donate Black Guns Matter.
Yeah.
Donate to Hotep Nation. Donate to Uncle Hotep Factor. You got plenty of options. Hey, Black Mountain Hotep, BLM took over everything to put on for the rainbow.
Word. Yeah. That became a rainbow movement really fast.
Hold on. I got to make a statement. I got my Trump bucks, man.
They came?
Yo, my Trump bucks came, dog.
Oh, shit.
Yo, right when the riot was starting off, right? I had seen somebody put a Facebook post about they're sending cards now, and it looks like it's somebody said it was look like spam mail. You might throw it out, and I got it. I was like, they put it on the damn card, man. They only they could before. I thought they was just sending money to people's either writing a check or sending people's bank account. They put it on a pre debit card and shit like that. I was like, come on, man, it's making the extra. You know what I'm saying? But hey, thank you, Trump. Thank you, appreciate it. You cut a little off the top. You know what I mean? But I got my Trump bucks. I'm with y'all now, man. Y'all was killing me. Y'all was killing me because I ain't getting no Trump bucks.
Yeah, I got my shit. I got paper. I was happy as hell. I was hoping everybody would calm down this riot shit. They may mess up our second round of checks. I need about 3 more 5 of them.
Oh, Nick and I can't get it to work. Not controversial. Take my money so I feel better about my whiteness. That's how it works, right? Thank you.
Yo, I told people, I was like, yo, if your friends get on you about not posting the black box and not saying Black Lives Matter, just tell them Hotep Lives Matter and post a picture of Uncle Hotep or Hotep's been told you and let them know, do y'all know about these black people? You know what I mean? Instead of getting baited into those dumbass conversations.
Yeah, I don't know. What did you think about Trump saying? Because these people, because what did he say? When looting starts, the shooting starts. They was, oh my god, they were scared to death. They were
Now,
scared to death.
me and my girl tend to argue a little bit about the whole Trump situation. She's a black woman, so obviously she brainwashed by the white man. You know what I'm saying? So we argue sometimes. So she brought up, Trump and his whole reaction to what's happening now. And I was like, he's handling this very poorly. She's like, oh my God, wow, you finally admitted something bad about your president? And I'm like, nah, I really feel like he's handling this poorly. Like I think this is one of those times where Obama would have had those words for the nation that would have been, right on cue. It's
Right.
like right now wasn't the time to be Trump. Like,
Right.
like now wasn't the time to be Donald J. Trump. Now was the time to be the president of the United States. And he just couldn't do that. And then he said that looting and shooting. Then he had to come back and apologize for it. That's when you knew he messed up. Because Trump never apologized. He had to come back and correct himself, reissue a new statement. Usually he doesn't come back and explain himself, but he explained himself. But yeah, he's handling this very poorly.
I mean, sometimes I think they troll, like when they make those comments, because I didn't take it the way that the Twitter took
Yeah,
it. You know what I'm saying? I was like,
I didn't take it that way either. Yeah,
but sometimes I think they have their handlers be like, hey, we can trigger either way. We got them this way. We can always fall back on it. But I always thought like, when looting happens, the shootings that starts happening. Just like that cop that lost his life. You know, I wouldn't want to die over TV, but I wouldn't want to kill nobody over TV either. So that's just all around messed up. You know what I'm saying? Um, 350 in the room. Please hit that thumbs up. Please hit that share button. Where are we at, man? What else we got to talk about? Chad, Black and Gold Lives Matter.
the fuck you talking about? The Steelers?
I don't know. Nappy Nigerian Negro. Black Lives Matter. Fun to get the Boondocks canceled once it comes back on. Watch.
Yeah, yeah.
I,
Somebody said calling yourself Jesus is a little offensive. I think that's the least offensive thing about me. Hey, follow me around Christmas time when we celebrating Kwanzaa and see how offensive I get.
Oh man, you'd be a rare treat for any holiday. Hotel Jesus is a rare treat, a special treat.
Yeah, I'm coming for next.
Um, what else? Basketball's coming back.
Hold on, let me look in the comments. We did LLT. They burnt down the CNN building.
Oh, that's right, yo. I forgot. How can we forget that? They ran up on the CNN building. But you see, the next day they had a whole like a platoon out front of the CNN building.
Did they?
Yeah, I swear to God, there's a picture out there. They were massing right in front of the CNN building. And I think Scott Greer asked, it was it Scott or Jack? I was like, they said something stupid. I was like, man, the CIA is going to protect their assets, man. Like, what do you think? They ain't going to let that happen again? They got caught slipping that time. No, no, no.
Yeah, definitely got caught slipping. That was the one thing I did enjoy out of all the protests. That was one part of the protest I wish I was a part of. Fucking that building up. Some MSNBC reporters got attacked.
Yeah. There's a couple reporters that hopped on, man. They ain't safe for these streets.
Yeah, people feel, oh my God, look at the reporters. Yo, I thought they was fake news. Like, like y'all care about these motherfuckers now? Like, fuck their safety. You know what I mean? They know they work for corrupt organizations and they out here spreading fake news. Fuck them motherfuckers. They knew what they signed up for. They knew it was a potential for danger. I don't feel sorry for them when they go outside and they get beat up. It's part of your hazard pay. You get paid. They get paid a lot of money. Let's be honest with you. These newscasters get paid a lot of money. They be all right. Little ass whooping ain't never hurt nobody. A little bit of soda thrown on you ain't gonna hurt you. That shit come off in a wash.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what else they got on Trump about was
What?
Shutting off the lights at the White House.
They said he went in the bunker. Did Trump hide this week?
I don't think that's true. Here's what I know to be true. If you have people outside of your house and you want to see outside of your house and you want to see them clearly, you
You
have
turn
to
the lights
shut it.
off.
You got to shut the lights off in your house. Otherwise, there's a glare that happens and you can't see outside of the house. So if they're in the White House and they want to see, this, because it's Trump's not calling no shots. That's Secret Service is calling no shots. And Secret Service is sitting in the window saying, yo, we can't see. It's a visibility problem. Shut off the lights. I'm sure that's what the call that happened. That's a very military thing to do, to shut off lights so we can see what's going on the outside, to keep an eye on that crowd, because there are a lot of weird stories. Like we saw the church burning down, right? Or they
Yeah.
set a fire inside the church, which I think was not the protesters. That's a whole nother story. I want to keep my YouTube channel. Um, but I think that was a flag of the false kind. Um, but yeah, I think that was definitely a defensive measure. I don't think that was like Trump was scared. I'm pretty sure Trump was probably sitting inside laughing at the protesters, pointing and shit.
Another thing I want to talk about, about these riots. Some people were calling it rebellion, and I'm like, oh, whatever, man. Like, I don't want to get into, what I'm saying. Like, y'all can call it whatever you want. I wouldn't call it rebellion. You know, there was a couple clips that showed y'all how far when the shit gets real, y'all, a lot of y'all is not ready for it. You just see the police, they were taking a knee, and then the protesters start marching forward. The cops waited till they got in range and they let them have it. It's like, and people were like, "Oh, that's messed up." I'm like, I thought y'all was in war with these cops. You expect them to play fair? Like,
Yeah.
that's another thing. Like down the city, they were chasing one guy. These guys had a drop top in a riot, right? It didn't have the cop. Bull jumped in. I guess you can get in easily. When the cops came with the billy clubs, it's like bam, bam, busted the window. They caught one brother. They wore his ass out. Like, if y'all complain about police brutality, then what do you think you want to get when y'all throwing rocks at them? Y'all fighting back. You're hitting them with everything you got. They're going to take it up another notch. That's just how humans are. You know what I'm saying? You're
Yeah.
not going to hit them. That officer friendly was never, that was rarely there. He's not going to be there during a riot. And a lot of people getting shot. Now they getting shot with these rubber bullets. Y'all never cared about them rubber bullets when they was letting them have it over in the land that remained redacted. Y'all didn't say a word. Now y'all come over here, y'all get hit with rubber bullets. One guy lost an eye. One girl got, her face was all jacked up. Then people were dissecting. It's not really a rubber bullet. It's just a little rubber rest chased around the bullet. I'm like, oh, now y'all want to talk about rubber bullets when they start lighting your asses up.
Yeah.
Y'all should have been paying attention when this shit's been going on for decades over there. But see, they would have, if y'all ever noticed the last couple of years, cops from the United States been going over there to get training. What do you
Mm.
think they was getting training for? Now all of a sudden they letting y'all have it in plastic. See, it's chestnut checkers, and they already ahead of the game. I said enough. I don't want to say no more about that.
Nah, that's real talk. That's real talk. We got to talk about people wanting to defund police.
Oh yeah.
What you think about that, yo?
I mean, you gotta have police. There's no utopia. It sounds good. It sounds good. Like the people in the neighborhood would protect their home neighborhood, and what I'm saying. Um, there's a couple things you got to change the culture in America. It's too materialism driven. Materialism driven is going to drive up crime a little bit, then higher than other countries and shit like that. But it's fantasy land. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could say it if we had like a culture like Japan or something like that. You know what I mean? But that's just not the American way. Until we have like a deep change in America, that stuff is off the table. You're asking for trouble. You know what I mean? You're asking for like escape from New York. You're asking from escape from LA. All those apocalyptic gangs running the streets. That's what you're really asking for. You're asking for Bane and that Batman joint. That's what you're asking for when you're talking about, you know, disbanding the police. I think Minneapolis wants to do it, man. You know, that's I don't know. I don't think it would work here.
Mm, mm. Yeah, I don't agree with it. I don't agree with the institution of police and the police state, but I don't think you can just defund police until you have a contingency plan in place for the spike in crime that's inevitably to come. I know that police can be hired privately. I think that each individual township, city, province, region, whatever the fuck, uh, can choose how they want to have police. But I think police become oppressive when you're dealing with when you're in your own township and you're worried you might get a ticket for something stupid. That's when police are really oppressive. You're living in a police state when you're more worried about the police giving you a ticket than actually protecting you. You know, like it seems like police are just there to ticket the town for revenue, um, which I believe was the initial purpose of police was for the rich. I mean, who else would need protection other than the rich? Nobody robs the poor. So yeah, I don't like this idea of defunding police. I think this is another way to beat around the bush. This is another way to not exactly try to fix the problem in black neighborhoods. Um, it's a way to deflect. I think the focus needs to be on making sure these cops are incarcerated. I mean, Crump has done a horrible job. I think Crump is like 0 and 5. The same attorney, the same attorney that rolled around with Sean King for the Tamir Rice. These cops are still on force. They still patrolling the streets. That's a failure. That's a failure because everybody goes to police reform. Uh, you can't reform police. You just can't do that, right? There's no way to really reform police policy. You know what I mean? I think what we need to do is I think what we need to do is just focus on making better families, and that's
Right.
what people kind of want to avoid. You know, they want to. Some people want to avoid it in favor of like sex workers and shit like that. You know, like
Right.
people are really afraid to talk about the family because it eliminates a certain population of people.
Not this month, brother. Not this month. But you're right. You know you got to focus on family. That's one thing. Black Lives Matter doesn't even talk about. I mean, they don't really. They want to abolish the nuclear family. That's in their. It's on their website. You know, and I'm kind of sickening that we're seeing this resurgence. I thought we got rid of them jokers a couple summers ago. And here they are back at it again. Now they're almost like they're stronger than ever. Come on, Jay, stop. Almost like they're stronger than ever right now. You know what I'm saying? It's like I
Yep.
don't even I don't know I don't even know what to begin because now like remember D Ray was like, oh, I'm not down with them guys no more, and now they're gonna have a whole new group of cats with Sean
Whole
King
new,
still in the background.
a whole new crew of grifters.
Whole new crew of grifters.
The next class. Every 4 years, a new graduating class of grifters. You want to knock out some super chats?
Yeah, Sketch Therapy, donate to Hoteps. Hoteps Lives Matter. Thanks for donation. Nick Anon, Black and Gold, Libertarian and Anarcho Terror Capitalist. Almost messed that up. DW Twin, a close friend said a token black can only be a conservative. There's no such thing as a token liberal. Thoughts? Is there such thing as a token liberal?
You said a close friend. Yes, there is a token liberal. He's the fucking black guy. Is like fucking like Don Lemon's a token liberal.
Dom. I was going to say that. Dom Lemon is the token
You
liberal.
know, Andrew Gillum's a token liberal. Like they're not much different from a black conservative. Like they're both detached from black culture. They're both cucked. The only difference is what white man controls them.
Yeah, Kristen Manal, thanks for donation. The Jazir, welcome aboard. Not much, but something. Love from Nigeria. Shout out to Nigeria. Shout out to Uganda. Shout out to the motherland. Everybody listening. Shout out to India. I know India is checking in. Shout out to everybody all around the world listening live right now, and those going to listen on the replay. Greatly appreciate it. Please hit that thumbs up. Please hit the share button. 339 in the room. Chad, Hotep Nation logo is black and gold. Come on, my bad. Hey. Chad, I'm going through it here, man. I'm on remote. I'm on remote, man. Come on, man. Give me slack. Give me some slack. Um, Justin Stone, thanks for donation.
That's the homie right there, Justin. Appreciate you, yo.
Shout out to Justin. Sketch therapy. Defund victimless crime laws. You'll save so much money. Agreed. The last chicken nugget. Speaking of changing the culture, this country is going to flip red so fast. Hillary is going to write what happened to Electric Boogaloo. Nick and Nine, great defund response. We need to treat children better before we do this stuff. I believe in no government, but not there yet. Yeah, I mean, you got to crawl before you walk. These people just asking for defund the police. Okay, yeah,
That's a big leap.
Let's lower the crime rate a little, a couple more percentage points for you. Talk that. Sketch therapy. Stop prosecuting and jailing folks for possession equals no victims.
Yeah.
Or no victim. Andrew G. Legalize all drugs, tax them to fund healthcare for all citizens. Cartels will be out of business, and release all non-violent drug offenders. Chris Jones, what y'all think about the video of that man making that woman kneel after saying he's for Black Lives Matter? Very interested in your perspective.
Everybody was saying like that was like a spinoff of my Starbucks stunt. It was tagging me like, oh, is that Hotep Jesus? Hotep Jesus did the same thing in Starbucks. It was cute. It was cool.
Did he? I didn't see it. I just flicked by it. Man. Did it?
He just ran down a woman. He wasn't like aggressive or anything like that. He was just like, "Hey, lady, do you think Black Lives Matter? Will you take a knee? Take a knee." And she took a knee.
Yo, stop it.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. If I was a white man and y'all ran down to me in the street too, I'll be taking a knee like a motherfucker. Hey, I go home, I'll be calling y'all niggas though. Goddamn niggas made me take a knee today.
Yo, that is hilarious. You be posting Black Lives Matter, then in the group chats be like, you know what I did with these niggas today?
Told these niggas Black Lives Matter today. They believe me. This nigga think I'm his friend now.
So yeah, Steve P, thanks for the donation. Steve P's a regular. Tim Rogers just found your show informative and fun. Thank you, Tim Rogers.
Space Monkey,
glad your voices are out here. Thanks for a donation. Brown Paper Bag Podcast. Welcome back, Brown Paper Bag. Hey, everybody, go listen to the Brown Paper Bag Podcast. Peace and blessings to the Hoteps. We believe in supporting voices that need to be elevated and drown out the grifters. I will have to catch a replay early in the morning. Stay safe out there, brothers. Thank you, Brown Paper Bag Podcast. Y'all go listen. Andrew G., you're right. Need stronger families. Boys of fatherless homes at 5 times incarceration rates. Yeah. I mean, it's science, man. It's science. Eli Roth, thanks. What up? Eli. Can't listen live. Just drop it into support. Can't wait to hear that this week. Y'all know Eli. We don't got no say. Hollywood's watching. We up next. Steph Colonel, thanks for donation. Darren Seal's been told you about Black Lives Matter and corrupt co-option of protests in Ferguson 6 years ago. He also mentioned an interview about white college students from out of town disrupting protests. Somebody asked about what you can show these black liberals. Darren Seals, the story of Darren Seals, that's something I think you could show them because that happened. We all saw it, and nobody can deny it. We all saw it. He had the interviews are out there.
Yeah.
Brandon Cooser, yeah. We can't reform police, but we can flood the ranks. More black officers. I don't know if that's what you need, man. Yo, you see it? Yo, there was I think it was in Baltimore. There was a black lady. She was kind of tall. She was hefty, thick. It was white cop. She started swinging the white cop. White cop, he took one like crap. Eat that. He wasn't. He was trying to back her out. He wasn't. He didn't have his hands up or nothing. She cocked back, hit him again. And the other cops were trying to hold her back. She hit the white cop again. She caught him this time. Man, the black cop was behind her,
He pulled that punch all the way from Mississippi.
Yo, I swear to God. Yo, he reeled back and bam! Down she went. I was like, oof.
Yeah, he mollywopped her ass. She wasn't talking. She wasn't even moving no more. I was like, is that police brutality?
I mean, some people were saying, come on. I'm like, man, she's hitting, when I used to be in the reserves, reserve unit, it was all cops, man. I guess that's what they used to, get away from the wife and stuff like that. This is way back in the day I was in the reserve. They were telling me, man, if you're losing the fight, man, they're supposed to pull that thing out. You know what I'm saying? So that's the mentality. If you're fighting one of them, you're fighting them all. You know what I'm saying? So
I
you
think
can
she got off
expect
lucky.
those.
Yeah, I think she got off lucky.
Yeah.
It could have been a lot worse. He could have hit her with the club. He could have hit her with the gun. He could have shot her. I think she got off lucky. I mean, I don't know what I would again. And I always try to put myself in these situations. Like would I have hit her? Probably not. She would have got a mean ass chokehold. I'd be like, bitch, you motherfucking bitch. And there's been a whole lot of bitches coming out my mouth. I say slowly putting her ass to sleep. She'd have been the goddamn next I can't breathe victim. You know what I mean? But I don't know if that's any better.
Yeah, you're right. I know one thing. I'd have gave her that pepper spray, man. I'm a big fan of the pepper spray, man. unless she was on drugs and then she could fight it off. But
Yeah.
I'd give her some of that spray, man. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, Aztec Mecca. What's up, man? Peace and love to the Hoteps. I red pill a lot of people this week with Hotep content. It's irrefutable. Hotep takeover. Working on my coding. Gonna need one of them hoodies. HJ.
Oh yeah, the hoodie's coming soon. I'm gonna have a link up. I got 10 of them getting made right now.
Don Quixote. Been following Hotep on Twitter. Just found out about Hotep Network on YouTube. Army vet for the Hotep. Shout out Don Quixote. Daniel Hutch, thanks for a donation. Kumo will finally legalize weed to cover his grandma killing. Appease the blacks that balances terrible overspending. Is that what's going on in New York?
I don't know. I haven't been keeping up. He said what? We'll find legalized weed to
I
cover
thought they
his
did.
grandma. Yeah, I thought they'd been to that. Yeah.
Or decriminalize it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, decriminalized it. Yeah. But I've been. I got homies out there. I got homies in Brooklyn. I got homies in Queens, and they tell me like, man, you can smoke weed out there. Cops don't even fuck with you now, really.
Yeah.
You know, they're not really clamping down on it. Like they was before.
Oh, did you see how the Philly cops and New York cops responded to the rest of the the Philly cops and the New York cops, man, they was ready for fucking war.
Nah, what they did?
No, just all the videos, the New York cops, they was rumbling. Like it seemed like the
Oh
northeastern
yeah.
northeastern America, the cops is they ready to get it in a little bit more. The Philly cops, they had him, I think, trapped on an embankment. They let him get down there. This is again, but I'm talking about going back to this rebellion y'all talking about, and y'all don't use any tactics. Use tactics. Read Sun Tzu. You know what I mean? use your brain first. They had him trapped in an embankment, and they was letting the tear gas on their ass. And I was just like, y'all just stupid, man.
Dropping the tear gas on their asses. They look like a scene from Glory. You know, at the end where they send the niggas up the hill and they all getting shot in the Civil War and Denzel crying and shit because he know he about to die. Yeah, that's what that looked like. Dumbasses. You always get the high ground, stupid.
Yeah,
These Sean's lack leadership.
yeah, they definitely do. I think that's why. I don't know. I sort of think that's why Dr. Umar's resurgent. And we got to talk about they was killing Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne was. We didn't talk about Lil Wayne. Didn't Van Jones make another Hotep statement, man?
What he
Go.
say?
Hold on. What did Van Jones say, man? It was the beginning of the week, man. Hold
Yeah, this was
on.
Van Jones been watching Hoteps been told you. He see the rise coming. He trying to get ahead. He like, look, when the Hoteps take power.
Oh, that's right. He said the most dangerous thing out there is the white liberal Hillary supporters.
uh talk to him, Van Jones. He trying to get some Hotep grifting in. Yeah, that's real talk.
Are we gonna let him in, man?
Um,
We might have to let Van Jones in, man.
Do Dubes said he got to start off as a white shirt. Yeah, he got to start off as a white shirt. You know what I mean? He got to get dirty first before we can make him a full blown Hotep. But he keep going along this path, and it just might be a bright future for him in the nation. Got to keep showing and proving. He get us on TV. That might help a little bit. You know what I mean? Yeah,
um, did Jay-Z release a playlist, man? I didn't hear it.
yeah. Jay-Z released a playlist. I went to go talk shit, but I hit play. I hit the play button and got lost in the playlist, so I forgot to talk shit because the playlist was fire.
Was it? Oh man.
Yeah, it got it got him and Jay Elect. It got some classic revolutionary music, Nina Simone, that type of feel. So like, I was just, I went to, it said Jay Z. At first, I thought he dropped like an EP. I'm like, oh, this nigga trying to grift off the hustle.
Yeah.
But it was just a playlist that allegedly he put together. I don't know if the marketing department entitled did and just say he did or whatever happened. Maybe he picked the playlist. I don't know. But the playlist was stellar. I was lost in it. But yeah, it was a dope ass. And then the next day they told niggas not to stream music. I'm like, hold up. Jay just gave us the playlist, and now y'all telling us not to stream the music. So what is this? An attack on title? That's how I knew the white liberals talking shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how I knew the white liberal was the one I behind Blackout Tuesday.
Jay Stokes, thanks for a donation. We should be pushing harder for reparations right now. We have eyes on the world on us.
Yeah, why is that not the conversation? All this other shit, police reform policy. Nah. ADOS, nigga. Where's my reparations check? I need that to come along with my Trump bucks.
Brandon Cooser, roof Koreans had to make the comeback. They was bussing off.
Yes, they was. They were definitely on the roof shooting at people. I don't blame them neither.
Gajira, thanks for a donation. Van Jones about to get Epstein by Hillary.
Oh, he ain't standing next to me with that shit.
I still haven't watched that Epstein Netflix special.
Oh, it's a waste of time.
It is. You know what I mean? It's something as big as that. It's kind of, I feel like it'd be a waste of time, but I might watch it one day just to see what they're trying to feed the people. Spencer Earl Hare, thanks for a donation. Let's start a Hotep militia. Black Guns Matters. Can I say that as a white boy?
Well, first of all, I don't want to be associated with the word militia.
What's going on here, man?
They say the last time y'all had a leader that was involved with the word militia, y'all murdered that nigga. They'll say, no, we do coding and tech. We are geeks. You see the shirt, it say shut up and code. It don't say shut up and shoot. It don't say start a revolution. It don't say pick up no gun. You know what I'm saying? We build tech. That's what we do over here. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got all that revolution shit. I ain't got nothing to do with that. All that, arm up. I ain't got arm up to protect your family. That's what you need to arm up for, to protect your family. All this talk of revolution is fantasy. That shit's fantasy, bro. Y'all ain't about to bust nothing. White man got way more guns than you. Y'all better sit down somewhere.
Somebody must have forgot about the '80s when all the militias, them white folks, they was moving out to Idaho and shit like that. And Clinton dropped them bombs on them. He said he dropped bombs on them. He sent Ruby Ridge. They just went in, put guns blazing, kill up everybody. And there was some real white folks out there. The white folks that y'all claim to be right now, that was them. You know what I mean? They said, man, we ain't messing with none of y'all, man. I don't want to see no Negroes anywhere. I'm gonna move to Idaho and I'm gonna bring my ranch. You know what happened? Government wouldn't let them be, and the government went and killed some of them folks.
That's what happens when you label yourself a militia. You paint a big ass target on your ass when you call yourself a militia. I don't paint targets on my ass. I say
Yeah.
Hotep bills. Yeah, we build. That's what we do.
Anything else, man?
I'm looking at. There's a lot of comments. Casinos open in Vegas. We're talking about Hotep Con. Hotep's been told you live in Vegas. If y'all like that idea, hit one in the chat. Y'all want to meet us in Vegas? Hit one in the chat. I gotta know what the occupancy is. We might do Vegas. This August. I gotta see what that's like. I got a million birthdays in August. We might have to do it on the tail end of August. Um, like the last week or something like that. Casinos open and zero social distancing happening. Yeah, there's what I guess riots cured COVID-19.
Yeah.
If I'm allowed to say that. Oh, they got real ratchet today. Al Sharpton slithered his way into becoming a speaker at George Floyd's memorial.
Oh, come on.
And niggas we can't never bury nobody without a little bit of drama, yo. They trying to cancel Tiffany Haddish because Al Sharpton up on the altar, up on the pulpit, shouting niggas out like it's a goddamn radio show. Apparently Tiffany Haddish is mad because he ain't shout her out, so he had to shout her out. They got real ghetto at George Floyd's memorial. You saw that?
Nah, I'm glad I
That,
didn't.
that was like right before we went live. Deshaun's was at the memorial acting a damn fool. We can't never bury nobody without acting stupid. Um, 14 $14 trillion reparations $14 trillion reparations proposal by BET founder Robert Johnson. Is that true? Is that true?
I think he put something out there.
Yeah, somebody better protect that man. Last time Johnny Cochran was talking about that, we know what happened to him. Somebody better protect Rob Johnson. Talking like that. He got a lot of power. He can make that shit move. Madeline McCann? Who's Madeline McCann? Somebody posted that?
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that neither. Oh, dancing at the protest. Deshaun's dancing at the protest.
Yeah, man. It's like, remember that picture D Ray had when he went to Louisiana and he got arrested purposely, and then it was like a perfect camera op, and he looked up at the camera with this goofy smile. Like, people are going to these protests just to get a pick off, man, just to get a video off. I'm gonna dance in front of the cops. What is dancing doing? Like, what? I'm like, I can't deal with these shots. Like, what is he doing dancing? If that's one thing I could take away from the African American encounter, the shot that dance too goddamn much, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm gonna sound like a hater because I can't dance like these shines. but they dance way too goddamn much, man. I'm sorry. I don't care. I don't care what y'all
Niggas gonna find a way to dance, yo.
say. They gonna get a dance off, man.
Yeah. Yeah, niggas gonna leave that plantation. They gonna dance their way up to that plantation. Yo, I seen dudes out there battle dancing, the cops and shit. I'm like, yo, y'all look stupid. Y'all look really stupid doing this performative art dancing in front of the goddamn cops. It's really embarrassing. It's really embarrassing that we out here doing this dumb shit. A lot of it, is for marketing and brand exposure. A lot of these people are using these things to um, showcase their talent, showcase their product, showcase their brand, become an influencer. A lot. I'll tell you what. There's a lot of new grifters this week. A lot of new grifters got a new career this week. A lot of new welcome to the, all the new influencers that we call them now. Influencers. A lot of new influencers went to one. I got this one homie, and he been knew about Hotep Nation and the Hoteps and what we do. And when he see me, every time he see me, he crack up. He crack jokes. What's up, black man? Power to the black family. He crack jokes, and we have a good time. We laugh about it. But this Sean ain't never donated nothing. He ain't got no Hotep merch or nothing like that. George Floyd protest kickoff. Guess who I see at the protest? His ass out there with the black power fist taking a picture for Instagram. Doing it for the gram. Oh, now you pro-black, my nigga? Now you pro-black? That's what you doing now? So that's what this stuff is. A lot of people using it for clout chasing. A lot of people also want to feel like they're a part of history, like they did something. Like niggas gonna lie. Niggas gonna lie. Like 30 years from now, I'm gonna tell their grandkids, I marched with Martin Luther King in 2020, right? Nigga, that's the lies that cats is going to tell their grandkids.
A march with Sean King in 2020. Watch, they gonna make Sean King a saint, man.
I marched with Sean King in 2020 in Minneapolis, right? That's what Sean's going. They're gonna make it seem like they did something in 2020, which always makes me look at like the civil rights movement funny in the light. Like, was them niggas grifters too? Maybe MLK was the first grifter. Yes, maybe he was the first black grifter. It makes me just look at all this shit funny in the light, because some of these Sean's got national coverage, they got to meet the president, and others got, unfair treatment and weren't getting, they weren't getting the media microphone. So, it got me looking at a lot of this shit funny in the light, man. But these Sean's out here grifting hard, man. Just to feel like they did something. I seen one white girl, she an Instagram model. She bad too. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Um, but she her feet was blistered. I said, "Damn, man, your black friends got you out here walking 50 blocks for Black Lives Matter." I know you ain't had that in your plans. You wanted to stay home and be cute for Instagram, but they got you out here marching. Yeah, I'm telling you, there was a lot of white women was out here they had to take to the streets and had to march, boy. Her feet was blistering walking in them clouds. I feel bad for white people this week, man. uh,
Oh man. Steph Colonel, Hotep Con is important. As soon as you drop the date, the flight is booked. Thank you, Steph Colonel. We'll keep you informed. Melinda Sis, these protests are like spring break for the white liberal. Thanks for the donation.
yeah.
Andrew G, make more Hotep merch making fun of liberals. Thank you for the suggestion, Andrew G. Donations, donations, donation. Greatly appreciated. Um, I
I'm
don't know,
looking at
man.
August 28th weekend. August 28th weekend looks really good. I'm looking at that as 28th. I'll probably fly out, get there on the 27th. 28th, we'll hang with the people. We'll do like a meet and greet. Saturday, we'll do Hotels Been Told You Live. We'll do the private dinner. And then Sunday, I don't want to see you motherfuckers. I'm going back home. Nah, I think it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time. But that's a weekend I'm we'll talk about it in the Hotep chat. If you don't know how to get in the Hotep chat, patreon.com/Hotep Nation. Um, and you'll get access to the Hotep chat and we'll figure out the details of it all. Shout out to Brody hooking us up with a nice little spot to have the events at. Um, I don't know if I'm gonna stay there. I got a little bit of bougie taste, you know what I'm saying? I might need to stay in some little 5-star when I go out to Vegas. But the place that we're having our event at, I think can accommodate us better than some of these hotel rooms. It's a really nice setup, which would be perfect for hotels being told you live. Um, and it'll accommodate us and we'll have like we can hang out at that hotel. So I'll hang out there. But I think it's gonna be a good look.
Um, Chris Jones. Both of you name the top three artists in your playlist right now. Go.
Top 3 artists in my playlist. I'll go by what I play. Mozart, um, um, Miles Davis, and Highlight Vibe. Highlight Vibe is my nephew. Go stream his music. HILI GHT Vibe VIBE. Um, Amazing music. You know, I always knew my nephew like had talent, but one day I was driving in the car and I was like, let me. You know, sometimes we forget to support our people. So I turned this shit on. I was like, oh, this shit fire. So I called him up. I was like, nephew, I was like, you got some heat over here. He's like, yeah, we working. And he's working real hard in New York City and networking and stuff. So that's what I'm listening to right now.
Um, I've been still listening to that Flint rap. Uh, uh, Rio, the Young OG, RMC Mike. It's like, one thing about rap, you can see how blacks live in different areas of the country. You know what I'm saying? The people in Detroit are living a vastly different experience, than people from New York or from Philadelphia or Florida and stuff like that. And some of the struggles you see out there, you can hear it in their music. So I like a lot of Flint artists. I still listen to Michael Jackson probably a lot. Um, Michael Jackson, and I don't know. I like The Weeknd. That's probably the other guy I've been listening to. His new album is fire to me. So I've been listening. That's probably what I might go to when I'm on my playlist.
Hmm. I'm trying to find. So somebody asked, what's next, right? Like, so we went COVID to Black Lives Matter. I know we're gonna be in for a hell of a weather machine event this year. I know they're gonna crank that bitch up to 10. Um, we're probably in for another mass shooting. Um, but I'm trying to figure out what happened in 2016 because we're basically going to get a repeat of 2016. So I suggest people do me a favor, look up significant events of 2016. Go on Twitter, tag me and Uncle Hotep, and I see some shit with El Chapo, and tell us, what Obama visited Cuba. What significant happened in 2016? Because we're just going to get a repeat of that.
Yeah, I think Biden's going to blow it down the stretch somehow.
Oh yeah, he's blowing it hard, and that's the one thing I didn't like about like how Trump handled this. He kind of gave Biden back some of that
Yeah.
traction. Like Biden was, he fumbled last week. It's just like, damn, Trump. Hillary had to testify about 600K emails. Yes, yes, her and Rosenstein were in court this week. The same day the Shines want to do a blackout. The white liberal told y'all to blackout. They called a blackout on the same day Hillary's ass is going to be in court. The courts told them she got to come back September 9th and it will be testifying under oath. You old bitch. So that's going down. I'm looking forward to that. I just find it funny they scheduled that right around 9/11.
No comment. Michael Copeland, thanks for the donation for all the unique and thoughtful tweets I've been reading for a while. Thank you. Greatly appreciate it. Disla Chan. Wait till 4th of July in Chicago. I want to see when the streets when the shooting hikes. Then wait till election day for Antifa.
Mm.
Oh yeah, Trump. He made Antifa a terrorist organization, I believe.
Yeah, I don't think he has the power to, but he said that the United States government is going to work to do that. So it's not official yet, but I'm very proud of that statement. That's awesome.
He's out there wolfing. And then what did Rosenstein do? He admitted they was spying.
Um, damn. Oh shit. I gotta jog my memory. Um, no, he didn't
No.
exactly admit that. What he basically said was, he regretted signing off because remember initially he there was some issue with him signing off on the investigation. I forget what he initially said, but this week he had to testify about him signing off, and that's what was the focus of him signing off on an investigation that had no proof. Because usually before even like if you apply for a warrant, right? They have to have some sort of reason. You got to have some evidence to say, okay, this is why we're going after them. Without evidence, usually you don't get issued a warrant. And there was no evidence provided, but Rosenstein still signed off the investigation, and that's part of what they were talking about.
Okay. Aztec Mecca, immigration Mexican stuff coming soon. Yeah, I think Kushner is gonna. He's writing amnesty for DACA. That's what I read today.
Yeah, I saw that
He's
too.
trying
Yeah,
to get that. He's trying to get that done before the election.
yeah,
So there'll probably be something along those lines.
yeah. They didn't have probable cause. Right, right. Yeah, they didn't have probable cause. Right. Some people are saying second wave of COVID coming. I don't believe that.
Yeah.
2016 Islamic terrorist attack. That's a possibility. Absolutely. We can't leave that off the table. Somebody said night club. But yeah, no, that's all I got, man. Oh, tomorrow night, right here on Hotep Jesus channel. Guess who I got coming through?
Who you gonna come to?
Scott Adams.
Scott Allen. Okay.
A
All
lot of
right. I got
people
to tune in.
a lot of people wanted to see me have a discussion with Scott Adams. So I reached out via DM. We follow each other. So I'll be speaking with Scott Adams tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern time, right here. So look out for that. That's gonna be fun. We're gonna recap COVID and we're gonna recap the riots.
Be careful on that COVID.
Right.
Yeah, I don't got anything. Sunday. Hopefully, Uncle Hotep Factor. We'll see if I get power back. They say the power ain't come back till Sunday night, so I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. Go broke
Mm.
paying hotel fees, I guess. Andrew G. We need to ship all jobs from China back to the inner city for good jobs, healthcare, retirement, and raise property values for Black neighborhoods. MAGA 2020.
Mhm.
MAGA 2020 has been strong in the chat room tonight. Thank you for your donations. But yeah, I'm just a black man with no power, literally.
Yeah. Y'all be safe out there, man.
All right,
Hang
man.
tight. I